catch a call. I was out last night with friends. I didn't get in till real late. Yeah, I'm coming to the race today. I'll be there in a few minutes. I've been to a million races before. There is no need to warm up. I've got this. On your marks, get set, go. All right, we're off to a good start. Ooh, I love her sneakers. A squirrel. Oh, I'm starting to get a cramp. Why are people passing me? I can't do this. I'm not good enough. So why did I have problems running that race? The National Institute of Health identifies not warming up as the key cause of sports-related injuries. The CDC has identified sports-related injuries to be the #1 cause of emergency room visits between middle schoolers and high schoolers, producing the statistics of 775,000 emergency room visits per year for children. And just like the National Institute of Health, it identifies warming up as a key reason of preventing these injuries. Hello, my name is Juliette McKinley. I've been in 4-H for 9 years. I'm a graduated senior from Capstone Academy, and I am an athlete. Today I'm going to be talking about warming up for success. So what does an athlete need to do to run the race, soar over the jump, score the winning touchdown, or score the winning goal at a national MLS championship? The answer is simple: to warm up. As 4-Hers, we set goals and work hard to achieve them. Athletes do the same. Today I'm going to be talking about the need to warm up, how to warm up both physically and mentally, and experts and personal testimonials. So let's begin with what is a warm-up and why we need to warm up. Smart People identifies a warm-up as an act preparing an athlete for an athletic event or workout. It identifies 3 key reasons: preparation, reduces risk of injury, and overall improves physical health, helping you grow stronger. International experts agree, warm-ups reduce injury. The National Sports Medicine Institute of the UK recommends a minimum of 5 to 10 minutes per warm-up. Active and Athletes with Events encourages the importance of mental preparation as well as physical preparation. Warm-ups don't have to require any fancy equipment or special clothes. You can start by doing simple stretches. Redefining Strength, a California gym, incorporates dynamic stretches as a part of their warm-up. So this leads us to the question: what's a dynamic stretch? We can start by doing normal stretches you'd warm up with. The one I'm demonstrating is the runner's lunge. What makes it a dynamic stretch is by adding dynamic movements, either stretching down or up and incorporating movement between the two. 1, 2. And you do this in reps of 10. Now, in sports like soccer, they like to add an element of fun with games like move and shoot. Senegal's World Cup team won hearts of millions as they sang and danced as a part of their warm-up in the 2016 World Cup series. As you can see, this is a lot of fun and inspired players at all levels of the sport to add this element of fun. As an equestrian since I was 8, I know the importance of not only having you as a rider warmed up, but your horse as well, as you work as a team prior to any training or competition. Anyone who has ever been involved with sport horses or has been in the horse industry knows the importance of keeping your heels down. By keeping your heels down, you're positioned to stay in the saddle through any planned or unplanned movements. An exercise to help build lower muscle memory and keeping your heels down can be done with a step or stool. You'll step up and press your heels down. Remember to take a deep breath and breathe. And do this for counts of 10. Now, an exercise that's done within the saddle is commonly known as 2-point. As you can see in this picture of me riding my horse Honey, I'm using my core muscles and building my core muscles, staying up in position in the saddle, while my heels are down, keeping me positioned through any planned or unplanned movements. 2-point gets its name from the 2 points of contact in your right and left leg. I've created an exercise class specifically for equestrians that I've taught all throughout Georgia and was invited to teach this class at the Georgia Horse Expo and Fair. One exercise trainers recommend is to use an exercise ball. This is great because there are days you're unable to go out with your horse, but you still might want to do some training. You start by sitting on the exercise ball, building the before-mentioned muscles just like in two-point. Now, an area that equestrians often struggle with is keeping their back straight. You can remedy this by holding a crop behind your back. And do this for counts of 10, like before mentioned. Now, if you're in any other sport but want to try the same exercise, since we're in the summer days, you can simply cut a pool noodle to your size. An area that I have struggled with as an equestrian is focus, and a rider's focus is critical because the horse can tell when you're not paying attention, and you could miss an important cue or a jump. Now, anyone who has ever been to a Georgia game between the hedges knows the importance of home team advantage. You see a sea of red, and suddenly the stadium starts to shake. You hear, Georgia, Bulldogs, Georgia, Bulldogs, woo, woo, woo. Try kicking a field goal with that ringing in your ears. I want you to take a moment and imagine something. Your team is about to go into the big playoffs, and you've just been alerted your wife has gone into labor. 4 hours after the Falcons won the game, Levitre's daughter Lily was born. Now, quite often, distractions are not as life-altering as the birth of your daughter, but they're just as real. Anyone who has watched the news lately has heard of Naomi Osaka withdrawing from the French Open to protect her mental well-being. Now, Naomi Osaka has been ranked #1 by the Women's Tennis Association. She's a 4-time Grand Slam champion. She is the highest earning female athlete of all time and has an aggressive playing style that can reach up to 125 miles per hour. Tom Brady announced the importance of mental fitness in his warm-ups. Zenful Spirit, a blog that promotes mindfulness, posted an article on athletes who meditate on a regular basis, such as LeBron James. After Baseball Hall of Famer Derek Jeter announced to the world that he incorporated meditation into his warm-up, players from the Little Leagues to the majors began to incorporate it. Gold medalists Misty May and Kerry Walsh both meditate and perform yoga before any big meet. Lakers coach Phil Jackson requires all of his players to meditate, including the late Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. He explains the importance for mindfulness and to reset yourself in this 2017 podcast.
Build our mental strength so we can focus, get one-pointed attention, and so that we can be in concert with one another in times of need. When you come off the court, you had a bad call, things going wrong for you, you sit on the bench, take a breath, and you reset yourself.
After winning the 2014 Super Bowl, Seahawks coach Pete Carroll announced to the world that he had hired a sports psychologist to teach his players mindfulness. So what is sports psychology? Psychology.org, Psychology's online comprehensive resource, identifies sports psychology as an interdisciplinary practice that explores the link between psychological and physical factors affecting performance in any strenuous activity. One leading sports psychologist, Dr. Kate Porter, owner of Performance Systems and is a part of the U.S. Olympic Committee, has made available a few books, videos, and is available for consultation. Labor statistics indicate that 14,000 new jobs will appear in this field by 2022. Meditation doesn't have to take long. You can stop, take a moment, focus on positive information, and then focus on the task at hand. Prior to doing any of my over the fences courses with my trainer, I try to take a moment and meditate and focus on positive thoughts. I then walk the course with my trainer to help me visualize where I'm going. I also like to find a marker or an area by the jump so I can look up and stay focused. I thank you for your time today. Before you run the next race or score the winning goal, I hope you take the time to warm up both physically and mentally. Today I've shared a number of facts, figures, and personal testimonials. And I hope you take the time to warm up before any strenuous activity, because it makes the difference.